Well, I said step one before anything happens to show there's two things that need to happen. One, Frogan needs to be banned. That's like just an immediate thing. Not that I even give a fuck about Frogan. To say
Does he have all these clips like preloaded? Who makes these segments for him?
it again, but it's just so obviously apparent that if she doesn't get banned, that nobody gives a shit with her, right? Like that is the most obvious case in the entire world of someone breaking the terms of service. And
yeah, it's a clear hate speech violation of the protected class of citizens too, because she's going after veterans, I think. Yeah,
yep.
so yeah,
it's multiple things.
I agree.
Right.
Yeah.
So if that doesn't happen, we know that there's no change at Twitch. So that's step one. Will that happen? Step two is they have to unban Steve. Like, because otherwise, I don't. If they're able to unban Fresh and Fit,
like they're talking about unbanning Destiny
and Sneeko, they can unban Steve. And then if they do those two things, then
this is a dumb thing that Dan is saying, but I mean, there's a reason why Hasan is fixated on this, because it's literally anything he can do to not it's anything he can do to not address the central argument and just try to nibble at the edges as much as possible.
And then I'll talk to Dan Clancy, and I'd be happy to figure out a way forward for him to.
For those who don't know, these are some of Destiny's little orbiters. This man, we used to have conversations back in the day. Quite pleasant conversations as a matter of fact. But his brain has just been so fucking broken by being Destiny's orbiter and his co-host on his podcast that he has been spending an unimaginable amount of time on this like vengeful quest to, I guess, destroy Twitch for not unbanning Destiny and also not getting me banned. Okay? They call themselves the Daliban or the Duzbullah Brigades, community dedicated to documenting the anti-Semitism of Turkish colonizers.
What are the Duzbullah Brigades? 23 members? What is this? Also based, but what is this?
Hasan Piker and the Sultan of Twitch Empire, Dan Clancy, as well as others. Okay? They have made websites from like day one. From I think it was like October 19th.
Not the Duzbullah Brigades. Oh no.
Or something was when the Hamasabi website was launched. Like that was what their immediate goals were, where they were like, we're going to use this Israel shit. We're going to use what is happening in Gaza to try to activate as many people as possible to get this guy platform. And they've gotten increasingly more insane over the year.
Wait, what? It's not even about. What is using the things in Gaza? What is even the connection here? He's trying so hard, bro. You're like recycling dead Palestinian children for your political reputation online. What the? Or are we? Hold on. I'm sorry. Wait. Hold on. I'm sorry. Let me try to do a stronger construction of that. Actually, never mind. I can't. Wait, what is the connection? Can somebody explain? How are we using the Gaza thing to... What? He's fent maxing right now? What the fuck? Hasan just admitted he made a Telegram group called Jew Hunt on stream. Good one. I'll unban you if you ever provide me a clip of that.
Increasingly more insane over the year as it has not succeeded. Yeah, these are the people concerned about
change
hate speech.
The way that
concerned about hate speech.
So that is no longer the stereotypical purple-haired whatever that it currently is. It's too skewed right now, unfortunately.
Yeah. 1,200 Jewish people died on October 7. Since then, hundreds of thousands, millions of people displaced.
That's a very intentional phrasing, by the way. When he says they died, what he's not saying there, these are dog whistles. What he's not saying there is that him and his community think that a non-trivial amount were killed by the IDF. I don't know if you push him what he would say the percentage is, but there's a reason why he says they died rather than they were killed by Hamas or Palestinians.
In Gaza, thousands dead in Lebanon. 50,000 is the most conservative estimate with direct gunfire and direct bombing in Gaza. The obvious death toll is going to be significantly larger than that. And these guys are predisposed with, let's use this as an opportunity to get someone we don't like, someone we don't agree with, deplatformed. Okay? It is so insane. It is so unimaginable. Why do they assume there won't be retaliatory obs? I don't know. But yeah. And also, that guy whose account that I'm showing you right now, okay, the Daliban, part of the Daliban, this is one of my biggest stalkers, okay? This is like a...
Little bro, we make online content. It's not stalking to make clips of your content. No more than you stalk Ben Shapiro by talking about him, you know, when he does crazy things. No more than we stalk Donald Trump when we talk about him. Like, it's not stalking to clip your publicly available content.
Known stalker in this community with like thousands of alt accounts that we've banned, who like,
what do you think a stalker is
the most schizo person you've ever seen. That schizo person is now followed by Richie Torres. American Congressperson Richie Torres follows him. He's following my schizophrenic stalkers, dog.
Schizophrenic stalkers. Oh my God.
Like, these are all members of Destiny's wonderful little community, which he has carefully cultivated over the course of the past couple of years, filled to the brim with former, you know, Kiwi Farms and 4chan poll losers, like all these Gamergate dumbasses that never grew out of that phase, that just love doing like troll ops.
Like, okay? What are you, bro? You live in like 2016. What the? What are we even talking about right now? Hello? What?
Okay. But now they're doing it while simultaneously claiming that they're liberal. They're liberal, but Destiny has advocated to kill Black Lives Matter protesters.
Advocated to kill BLM protesters. Holy telephone. My God.
He has said openly that white supremacist militias can mow down Black Lives Matter protesters because he was upset that the BLM protesters were actually hurting Joe Biden's re-election chances.
True. That definitely sounds like a thing. Again, remember, like, first of all, how many years ago is this that we always have to bring up these old things? Okay. But secondly, like, I'm a horrible person. If this image is true, oh, I just had a house moment, brain blast. Sorry. One of the things that I say to you guys a lot when we argue with a lot of like Trumples and MAGA people, because people are like, how can they believe this? How can they believe these things? Like, how on earth is it possible that they could like chemtrails and the moon landing? This is how. When you're hearing these things over and over and over and over again, like imagine if you're a Hasan viewer, okay? And then you're looking at somebody like me. Okay, well, what do we know about Destiny? He's pro-pedophilia, pro-child, pro-rape, pro-murdering BLM people. He hates minorities. He hates Palestinians, pro-genocide, all these horrible things. And then you look and you're like, he's getting invited onto Lex Friedman. He's debating all these people. He's a guy who's like trying to build up Nick Fuentes. He's a guy, and he calls himself liberal and all these other liberal, right? It's so easy for a person like that. Like, imagine how mine would be. Why would somebody like me be growing on the internet from all these horrible, evil things? The only thing that explains it is if the whole environment is like horrible and evil, right? When you constantly feed people, and by the way, I'm just one person in this whole world that Hasan is constructing for his audience, or that like MAGA constructs for their audience, right? When you construct these worlds where everything is so detached from reality, yeah, I can't imagine that people's minds are completely destroyed when minds are destroyed by constantly being served like misinformation like this. You know, it's insane.
Okay. A person that has debated the ethics of ethical CP, a person that on a whim, because he was mad at my friend, an activist and content creator from Atlanta, FD Signifier, wanted to troll him. And in order to troll him, he gave $10,000 to the Atlanta Police Department. That's
on a whim? We're not telling any of that story? Also, it's to Crime Stoppers. Don't we want to stop crime? You can earmark the division it goes to.
The type of person that we're talking about. Real liberal guy. Okay.
There's nothing illiberal, by the way, about supporting police officers as well. Just to let you know, you're confusing that with a commie position, but there's nothing illiberal about that.
Real liberal guy. That's where a lot of this resentment and a lot of this no motion ass bull is coming from. Okay.
Why did he pick up this motion word? Did some 12-year-old Zoomer like share this word with him, and this is his new thing? Is you don't have any motion?
It's crazy. I feel like I'm living in bizarro world.
Like, it's so disgusting. It's so perverted how much he abuses and distorts reality, and then says things like, I feel like I live in bizarro world. Like, all he's done in 26 minutes, all he's done is feed his audience lies and misrepresentations and simulacrum and false, like, perverted symbols of me. That's all he's done. The entirety of this video. It's insane. Like, prepared. And he prepared it too. He's got video saved on his desktop to do this, right?
I feel like I'm living in bizarro world. FT just posted, he figured out to use another orbiter to set up the donation from the start. Hey, look at what I found with a little video essayist researcher muscle. Tree of Logic, one of Destiny's weird black orbiters admitting on stream that Destiny never planned to actually debate and always acted the plan in bad faith.
Organization. He had no intentions on doing that. He always. Okay. All right. So that's what happened. This was all his idea from the start. He had no intentions on donating $10,000 to Fat Dude Signifier.
I don't remember, but that's probably true. I would have never. First of all, no offense, he's nowhere near big enough to demand that. To demand that I debate him and pay $20,000. So it wouldn't surprise me if I did from the start. Like, fuck, I'm just gonna roll donate to this guy. Or against this guy, yeah.
Organization. He had no intentions on doing that. He always had the intentions on donating to a pro-police or nonprofit organization. And he asked me, because, I'm very close to these organizations in Georgia, and he asked me to give him two, and I gave him two, but I gave him the most important one first. And yeah, I'm kind of glad he ignored.
Sorry for the delay of these signifiers. Some of us working at busy lives, though. Can't believe you couldn't wait 4 days for your $10,000 anti-police fund donation. So I went ahead and just donated $10,000 to the Atlanta Police Department.
I appreciate that, Destiny.
All right, bye.
Remember to hit that like and subscribe, and don't forget the notification bell so that my videos show up right in your feed.